So we have never reviewed the Moomba Craz before, so you may be thinking, this should be quick, and you don't have to listen to me telling you another story. But alas, there is a story. You see, back in 2018, we reviewed this boat, which you all know, and I always wax on about how great that day was. But we also demoed another boat the following day. It was the 2018 Moomba Craz. Now, I know what you're thinking. I have said many times we don't do bad reviews, and sometimes we demo a boat and then don't say anything because it wasn't so good. So was the 2018 Moomba Craz not so great? No, not at all. But two things happened. First, I damaged my drone that day and it wasn't flying right and the color was messed up. And second, there was the SL. How do you follow up that 2018 Super SL? This was the very next day. We only had a couple of hours on the Craz and had issues with our drone, and we were dreaming of the SL, so the Craz was good. It just suffered due to circumstances. The 2018 Moomba Craz is a 22-foot boat, and as far as surf waves go, it was a good wave for a 22-foot boat. On that day, we had 600 pounds of extra lead. The boat weighed 4,200 pounds and had 3,000 pounds of ballast. So we had the potential of displacing about 7,800 pounds of water plus peeps and gear. It had good push and good length. We all surfed, including this fat guy, all having fun. If we hadn't just fawned over the 2018 Super SL the day before, we may have been more excited. Remember that the SL and the Max are also 23-foot boats, and as far as surf waves go, 23 feet is the sweet spot. And in my experience, when you compare a 22-foot boat with a 23-foot version of a similar hull, the 23-foot always wins. It makes a significant difference. Now you might think that means a 24 and a 25-foot boat are always better, but not necessarily, because they take a lot more weight to make the same wave, and so there's a diminishing return sometimes. So what makes the new 2023 Moomba Craz so special? Why do we get excited this time? Well, first, the boat now weighs 4,500 pounds and has the same amount of ballast. Not the same amount as it had in 2018, but the same amount as it weighs. Think about that. The ballast doubles the displacement. So without any lead, the Craz has the potential of displacing 9,000 pounds before people in gear. That is about 1,200 pounds more displacement out of the box over the 2018 Moomba Craz, and 1,800 pounds difference if I compare to 2018 without any lead. It's tough to do a good review with only a few hours of time, so we worked with Skier's Choice to do something different this year. Instead of working out some short window of a few hours where we could all meet, we asked if we could take the boat late in an afternoon and then have the next day to test without any time pressure, and then bring the boat back the following day after testing. They agreed. So for the Max and the Craz, we had the amazing privilege to just show up at the factory and pick up the boat. I have to admit, it's a bit tempting not just to hook up anything. So we took the boat out, and it wasn't such a great day, and it was a bit windy. We took 600 pounds of lead with us just for the heck of it. With the subfloor ballast, there was plenty of room for it, which is great for a 22-foot boat. We had a problem though. The wave was great, but it was windy, and then we had to let a lot of water out because we had too much weight in the boat. The 4,500 pounds of stock ballast with the 400 motor and the prop that was on the boat, it had trouble keeping the speed to 11.2 or 11.4 miles per hour with the pitch around 9.5. Now, this makes sense. This is a lot of ballast. Our 2022 Super SL only has 4,000 pounds of ballast and a 550. So I decided to call it a day. This would be a bummer normally, but it wasn't, because we were able to just let Skier's Choice know that we needed one more day. Our new plan was leave the lead at home. We don't need it with this boat. So we went out the next day, and it was a bit overcast, but it was a beautiful day. No wind and no lead, and what a great wave for a 22-foot boat. 100% stock. Imagine what you could do with this boat if you propped it down a bit for some more grunt. We filled the boat up, but had to let out a bit of weight in the front to get the pitch up for this session. The video says everything. Look at the pop that Thomas has to get that air, and the length to recover from his tricks, including the 720, which Thomas does not do regularly. Then Amy also was surprised, and we all had a great time. The Moomba Max being closer to 23 feet, the wave is a bit better, but the Craz has an incredible wave for a 22-foot boat, period. In 2018, I would have said the Moomba Max wave was significantly better than the Moomba Craz wave, but in 2023, the gap is narrow. When you add that you can buy it and drop it in the water, and get this, well, that's a keeper. No lead or anything else needed. Big thumbs up from Wake 9 for the 2023 Moomba Craz. If you're looking for a 22-foot boat that won't break the bank and puts out an amazing wave out of the box, here you go.
misfit.